Hello everyone. This is Disgruntled Elk back with another video, but it's something a little different this time. As you can probably tell by the title, we're not talking about going through a league or a challenge or whatever. What we're doing is we are testing a specific matchup, kind of like I did with the creativity matchup, I think a couple months ago. But basically, a lot of people have been asking, oh, how's the red-black scam matchup? And you'll hear me and my testing partner here talk about that when I cut to the actual footage. But the general sentiment is if Red Black Scam has the nut draw, then they have the nut draw, and there's not a ton you can do. But generally, that's not like over time variance will work it itself out, and Hammer does kind of feel favored in the matchup as long as they don't have the Grief Blink plus Fury plus also like a way to take care of your Blood Moon. But yeah, so you'll see kind of how the testing process goes. I say this in the video, but the goal is not to kind of win every match. The goal is to learn, and so you'll see me keep hands that are a little looser than I might have normally. You'll see me board and openly discuss boarding with my testing partner and go from there. But yeah, I hope y'all enjoy. Of course, like, comment, subscribe, all that stuff. I know this video is pretty different from just like a normal league, but a lot of people have been asking about this specific matchup, so I wanted to kind of showcase what it looked like from playing from at least the blue-white Hammer side. So yeah, hope y'all have a great day and enjoy the video. Bye.
Cool. Okay, so I'm looking at the Young Dingo list. Yeah, he's like the guy who kind of made it stock, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool. And so I'm looking, yeah, nothing super surprising. A lot of ETBs. So Hushbringer is pretty cool. I don't know. You've played the deck more than I have. What are your thoughts on the matchup currently?
So I think the card that I'm most afraid of out of your sideboard is going to be Lavinia more than Hushbringer. Because
Really?
a lot of times just making a double strike 3/3 Fury on turn 1 is like how I'm going to try to pressure you, basically. I think the Saga tokens are another concern because game 1, I really don't have an effective way of grinding through it. Like post-board, I can try to maybe lean a little bit more into the Blood Moon plan to shut it off entirely, but otherwise I'm going to be going for the Hitsugus and the Aegean Explosives to hopefully attack that angle of the deck. Otherwise, I don't know. I think that I would say that I'm less favored game 1 than I am game 2. And when I say favored, I mean just general chance of winning, not like over 50% or anything like that.
Sure. Gotcha. So you don't think it's a good matchup for the red-black deck?
I just don't think that game 1 you have a ton of interaction outside of like basically griefing. If I'm able to like grief your hand, then I think that I've got a good shot. The deck just doesn't have super good fast damage pressure.
Okay.
Like, I mean, Dothy can just like chip away at you, but basically I'm just hoping to pick you apart and then close out the game before you can top deck. And I do think that that's the thing I worry the most about is if you're just able to play like a turn 1 Sigarda's, then the game is just very dangerous.
Okay, especially game 1, yeah.
Then I feel a little better.
Okay.
Like, no.
Cool. All right. Yeah, I was curious. Like, I've played the matchup a few times from the Hammer side, obviously not the red-black side, but that's kind of where I was thinking it was too. Yeah, game 1, like, Saga is such a gigantic beating. I know some lists have been running Blood Moon in the main. Yeah, so you got 2 Blood Moons in the main, but that's about
Blood Moons
it.
in the main.
Okay.
Like, I do think that like this one is a worse red-black deck versus Hammer than, say, like the more just like Jundy, like, all removal spells. They got like 4 push, 4 bolts, terminates, more K commands. Like, they're leaning more into the just like mid-range. Like, they're not doing the ETB of the deck, basically. Like, they're not doing the Undying, like ETB stuff like that.
Sure. Okay.
Because I think those decks are just harder to beat because game 1 I just have a playset of Fatal Pushes.
Right.
So like,
yeah. Cool. Okay. Yeah. So you're on the play, and let's see how things go.
Do you think this is a keeper?
Okay. If I know I'm against red-black, I'm keeping this hand. And it's not terrible. Like, I just kind of want to see the point of this testing, and people who watch the video are gonna be like, "What? Why are you doing this?" I just want to see kind of the range of acceptable hands. Like, the goal in testing is not win every match. It's just like learn, right? And so I'm gonna, whatever. We'll keep it. Let's see how this goes for science. Am I getting turn one grief blinked? Okay. Well, I'm happier with this hand.
The one of Memnite.
Oh
Hopefully
yeah.
not.
You know it.
Oh, here he is. Coming to party. Oh baby.
Let's get there. This is what we call a combo. All right. Are you gonna punish me with a fury? That would be really good.
Let's see. What card are gonna get rid of?
Yep, that sounds right. Lightning bolt. Okay, cool. So a true 2-for-2. Do we have the blink effect as well?
Yeah.
Rose. All right. Yeah. So
load them up just to be sure.
I mean, no reason not to.
They're going down. That's right.
All right, let's see what we
If we get the magical cards, a saga, well, that's not your real stuff.
Don't worry, there's another one.
Oh boy.
Yeah, that's like part of that.
This is pretty much like the better end of the draws, right? Where like I'm just establishing an early fury. Like that's all I'm hoping to do.
Exactly. I guess it's a problem now because like if I just happen to have a third land, I start making 4/4s, right? Like so I take one. I probably don't even block the Ragavan, right? At this point, I think I'd rather just keep the Sentinel in play. Like there's a world where I could block the Fury. But I think keeping the extra dude in play... Okay, good. I didn't want that anyway. I mean, I kind of wanted it. But... And yeah, I'm just playing out the hammer now, obviously, because I want to... Oh my god, do we have another Fury? And the mismatch for like the true...
If you hadn't played the hammer, then I wouldn't have played the Fury, but I feel like I'm going to get a Paladin, and if you're able to suit it up, then I couldn't kill it anyway.
Well,
so
we drew a Paladin, but we did not hit a land in the top. Like, we kept this 2-land hand and then just didn't draw land, so we're dead. All right. Cool. Yeah, we have...
I guess the second Fury was the 6 damage, too. So
yeah.
You're not drawing land also.
Okay, so right now, kind of where I was thinking the sideboard, and this is kind of what I have written up, is I bring in Pithing Needle, the extra 2 skills, and then the Hushbringers. I wasn't thinking Lavinia just because I feel like she's kind of slow in the matchup. And it does make you a little softer to Blood Moon. So I want to try without the Lavinias first, but it might be one of those play draw things too.
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, like, I'm just, like, I was only even thinking of it of the perspective of, like, Lavinia outright just counters the evoke, whereas Hushbringer, like, still lets me stick a body.
Right.
Which, it's better if I'm doing that. If you have a Hushbringer, I'd rather play the Fury, but, like, Grief is just like kind of crappy by comparison. So
for sure,
like I'm definitely taking my Night's Whisper out, my Liliana out.
Yeah.
And then I've been kind of dabbling with play draw of like I'm gonna remove some number of Ragavans, Croxa, and Dothies, and I think
yeah, Dothy seems pretty soft. Like it's fine, but
the fact that it just can't block, like those in Ragavan are the first picks. Or first to be kicked, like Ragavan less good on the draw against like Memnite shenanigans in general. I mean, I think on the play I would keep a couple. On the draw, I think I'm just getting rid of all of them.
Okay. Yeah, right now I'm cutting the Thopters, the Paradise Mantle, and this Ringleaf Drum because I think this matchup's much more of an attrition battle. I could also see trimming like the Steel Shaper's Gift, and I don't know if I want to bring in actually like all 4 skill. I could see like bring in the 1 extra skill, that way you have 3, and then bring in like 2 Spell Pierce as well. I don't hate that.
Hate it either, just because like between like Terminate, K-Command, Hisugu, EE, Blood Moon, like there's a lot of things, right?
Yeah. I mean, I'll try it out, right? We're gonna draw it and just be like, this is terrible.
Yeah, the only reason I've even been considering keeping more Dothy than the other things is the deck just flat out does not have a way to deal with Cauldron if that ever happens, and Dothy is like the only way that I can kind of chip through damage, I think. Monkey just solidly worse on the I think I'll keep in all Dothies on the draw, and then on the play I'm trimming 2 Dothies for 2 monkeys. But
okay, I could see that. All right, well that was an easy mulligan. This hand, it's not like insane, but fine. And I think we bottom this. Yeah. All right. Yeah, it's like the hand's not perfect, but going to 5 against you seems pretty heinous. So, not really about it. Yeah, it's like okay, that's fine. Like this could be worse. Obviously, hammer's gone, and then probably obviously it depends on your hand. Yeah, bottom 3rd land.
Okay. I'm taking the skill.
There you go. All right. Oh.
Particularly care about all.
I don't hate this. And I'm just gonna run everything out so that way your future griefs, thoughtseizes, whatever, don't do anything. And I think you just name engineered explosives here in the blind, right?
Absolutely, yeah. There's nothing else that you really. I don't know if there's anything else besides Dalthy, I guess, that you can even name. But yeah, EE definitely the Z card to name.
Could name. I guess we could name unlicensed hers. That is illegal.
You could. If I voted that in, then I think that you would be ecstatic.
Yeah. All right. Cool. Hammer, please.
No reason to play it safe because there's no one card that kills me here.
I mean, hammer comes close to almost killing you, right? I guess we can just like freely attack since that thing can't block, and we're not blocking.
Blocking land.
Yeah. All right. Any equipment in the deck besides Cauldra would be delightful. Okay, so we're probably taking 6 here. Can't blocking since I can't. It's like I legally can't block, so I probably will choose not to. All right. Yeah. Pay the tax. Yeah, gross. Well, I'm glad I got my free damage in. Hammer, please. Oh, all right. Well, we need. I guess now at least Stoneforge is an excellent draw as well.
We didn't need it.
Pretty sure we're dead here though. We'll see. We'll see how the second match goes. Yeah, you got to keep 7s and do this both times, right?
Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Cigar is 8.
I had Hitsugu, Culligan's Command, Magus in the bone.
Okay.
I didn't even play it because I was like, I can't pay the tax, so.
Yeah, no reason.
And I don't need to.
There's no reason. All right.
So, keeping 7s, confirmed good.
Who knew?
I know.
This hand's awesome.
On the play.
Man, can I be on the play, please? That would be a delight. That's right.
It's making all these like monkey hands like more keepable than they're supposed to be. Not that I think it's great, but you know, it's a card I can play.
Do we have it again? No. All right. Well.
Yeah. No turn 1 Blinky Grief. Not yet.
Yeah. Give it a turn.
I will say that the one of my criticisms of the deck in general is it is a land light deck. So sometimes you're just like leaning super hard into monkey.
Mm-hmm.
And you're gonna feel bad.
I mean, I'm not gonna feel that bad.
No, I mean, yeah, just
you
are feeling bad about like missing land drops. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I
sure.
See.
I don't care. I don't care.
Yeah, you're like whatever.
Wait, would you like to take my hammer? Okay, I'll play the card that lets me play multiple hammers. Okay. Yeah.
I'm just killing myself over here. Don't worry.
Yeah, there we
Don't
go.
worry about me.
So you probably take Giver here, right?
I think so, because like I mean, you just have to tap your dude to even play Pure Steel Paladin.
Yeah.
So
seems correct to me. Love to see it.
There you go. Scammed again.
If you this is one of those situations where it's like if you have a Fury, you have a Fury, and I'll move on with my day, and that's fine. Like
yucky. Do we have the goods? You have some stuff.
I do have stuff.
I do have stuff.
Stuff confirmed. So second Ragavan, sure.
Yeah.
So
maybe I'm actually. I think
you killed Midnight Paladin, right?
Yeah. I mean, I do want to get in with the monkey here. It just feels bad leaving the Ornithopter. I guess I'm not at like a 10 life. If I was at 10 life, I'd probably kill the Ornithopter just so I don't get choked with the hammer. Unblockable, but
you're not. Yeah. You just kill the 2 untapped creatures here. Seems pretty.
Seems like things to do. Okay.
I'll take 2 points of damage.
If we get any spicy cards off the top. Okay.
Sure.
Choose to draw a card and make a 1. Or I guess pitching that guy anyway. Okay.
Jeez. You with these Furies, man.
I know, I'm furious.
Freaking animal over here. Man, I would have loved to land here. We're definitely making it. We do not have a choice. Yeah. I drew a card I would love to cast, but making the construct is so good. Like it's so much better than anything else.
So you have to tap your Ornithopter, so you're gonna make it 3. I don't think I particularly care. I don't think it's worth attacking the Elemental because you're just gonna make a construct.
Probably construct block Ragavan is the likely line.
I'm trying to think. So I'm at 16. You drew a card you would like to kill. Yeah, I think I got it.
Yep. Bolt, terminate, sure. Okay, good card.
Attack with the Elemental token. If I could see the future, I could have 1 extra point of damage.
If only you had reality chip. Yeah. Keep it simple here, I guess.
Pick a dude.
And so It's interesting because it's possible I'm supposed to get Shadow Spear here and put it on the construct, right?
I mean, it's better. It's already better than everything I have on my board.
Yeah.
And you got a lot more draws than a hammer.
I
Did
like
you do
it.
Shadow Spear, I guess? Yeah, 5/5, absolutely giant. 6/6.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. Right now you need very specific things.
need more stuff than I got. I'll say that.
Love is what I got.
I think we're in the Yale passing.
Oh, love to see it. Oh, look at it. Look at this Anthem. This is the card I drew like 4 turns ago that I was like, I would really like to cast that, but
You know,
I'll just attack with my 8/8.
that's not easy. I think it's worth.
The trample admittedly makes the jumping a lot worse.
It could look worse. So this going to turn and pay the 2 things. I guess it's possible I'm supposed to save that for Fury Plus, but I do not have another red card. So
Yeah, I mean that's a pretty high ask. There is a consideration. I think you probably should have killed it before the damage, right?
Very true. Yeah, I could be at 9, which is relevant.
Yeah, 9 against 7/7 instead of 8 against the 7/7. Pretty relevant. I feel like I'm not supposed to block.
The Arid Basement. Not very excited.
Yeah, it's like that's kind of I'm fine with getting that, but also I would love an Urza's Saga. Surprise, surprise. That is the card I would like.
Yes, alright. I cast my card with the mana that I.
Oh no. Oh no, oh no.
Yeah, you're done for. Yeah, let's see. It's an happy top deck, and I have to chop. So yeah, the point of damage off of not bolt in the set there was relevant.
Yeah, alright.
I think you're even empty-handed too, so just.
Yeah, that's why I was like, you were definitely supposed to bolt there. Okay. Well, ask and you shall receive.
Yucky. Okay.
The powerful 1/3.
An aerial 1/3 that I can't beat. Yeah.
the powerful 1/3 lethal creature. Yeah, so the games where you don't go Fury. Okay, yeah.
I'm still
Little late to the party, yeah. little
Yeah.
late. All right. Yeah, so the games where you don't just like Grief Ephemerate into Fury Ephemerate, and I have Urza's Saga feel pretty good. Yeah, Hushbringer, still happy. I'll try something similar to what I did last game, or last match. Yeah, maybe you don't care about Blacksmith skill as much because you don't actually play that much removal, right? It's like Fury and like some Terminates and then your Sweepers post board, but I think I'd rather have Spell Pierce for those anyway.
Yeah, well, if you're blanking the ETBs of Fury with Hushbringer, then it does lower the value of the skills a little bit too.
Okay, I'll try bringing all the Pierces, see if I like that. My thing against Lavinia is mostly like, she doesn't seem super relevant unless I'm on the play and I can cast her exactly on 2, because otherwise she's just too slow. Alright, this is, I believe, what we call a snap. Like, what you got? Do we have the... Okay.
You have the Ian's on the play experience.
Right.
And you have the one of Memnite.
Every game I have the one of Memnite.
Leave me alone.
Like, and that's why you never cut the last one, because you'll just draw it and it's perfect.
The sorcery speed gut shot.
Oh, dude, sorcery suit got shot so good. I will choose to block. Well, here we go.
GB.
And like, this is the combo. Like, I would have kept that 4-card hand. Just the 4 that are in play. Yep, no block. Shockingly, no blocks. Yeah, that's a good one.
Chunky.
Yeah, big chunky for sure. This is interesting. Are we supposed to take a turn on that? That can't. Maybe it is. Weird. There's no way that's right. Probably. Yeah, okay. Get in there. Gain me my 1 life.
Important.
Maybe like the 1 druck doesn't matter. I'm inclined to say that the...
Text.
Hey, dude, Squire is power. Don't hate on Squire. Yeah, I was tempted to play the Stoneforge before the Hushbringer to just go grab Cauldra, but I'm like, if you have any Thoughtseize or that, it's so much worse.
For sure.
Like, do you have what, Blood Moon? Want to turn this into a cripple fight?
It's trying to think if it. I don't think I attack here because like you've got 2 cards.
And I can just like block pro.
Yeah.
It's. I mean, you attack with Dothy, right? That part's easy.
Yeah. Attacking. It's more just like I can get a card out of your hand with the Croxa, but if it's just garbage, I could just easily die by not having a blocker too. So.
Well, I mean, the blocker doesn't really matter because the double giver, right?
True.
So like, if you're planning to leave Croxa back as a blocker, then I don't think that's the plan. I think you just get in there with Croxa. Like, have me pitch a card.
I think that's because of other things I think I'm just going to make you discard the card. Even though it's a fog that tests skill arena. Okay. Gain 6 life.
Dude, creature that taps and gains 6 life. That's pretty powerful. And
it seems that
we'll go. It's right about even. Yeah, it was tough because I was like, do we want to make a construct or do we want to get a second giver into play? I feel like getting the second giver into play is better.
Yeah, I guess this is my turn.
I don't get to be on the play in this matchup ever.
No. I get to play turn 1 monkeys every game 1.
Yeah. Into turn 1 Memnite every game. Yeah, it's pretty gross. So you're going to pop it right now?
Yeah, I think I'm going to pop it right now just to, like, not clown around with needle shenanigans.
Yeah, exactly.
Or skill, but, you know.
If you're going to pop it, then you, right?
Yeah. And hindsight makes it different. But try.
Interesting.
There. Go forth, my champions.
Super gross.
We'll read you your rights.
I guess the good news is that it didn't matter what I picked. So at least
that's the only reason I was even thinking last turn if I had that and EE, and I was like, I think in hindsight I was supposed to play the Hisugu last turn.
So the joke is I drew the needle, and I was like,
sourcing it out.
Sure.
Just like I chalked it up.
And I think I just have to draw a Cauldron here.
Get myself tapped out because with you having 2 cards, I don't think I can get 1 shot for more than 2. Shocking would actually give you an out. Not shocking, it's bolting actually. Right. Okay, now I'm on the draw. No.
Man, Spell Pierce, any of these games would have been insane.
It would have been better for sure. Like
against the turn where you have the EE, I get to keep you off of going E and popping it.
Yeah, EE and Hisugu, I had like 3 mana forever, like for the whole game. So
okay.
Yeah, I think it's just out 2 monkeys and a couple 2 drops.
Seems.
Now that I'm on the draw again.
All right.
Although
we keep
mine as well. Whether it's a good keep or not is.
Yeah, I know, right? It's like this is a weird hand for sure.
Just playing a nice slow magic.
We're just keeping it clad. What can I say? It's dead.
It's dead. It is true.
We're on the construct plan. Yeah, we're on the construct plan this game. Still kind of about that life though. This is what we call a weird one.
It's very draw and go.
We have cast 2 collective spells in the first 6 turns. I guess 5 turns. All right, Bloodman that's gonna get spell pierced. Oh, Magus.
No, it's not.
All right, that's fine.
Alrighty. Yeah, let's see.
However will I defeat a Magus of the Moon? It's not great. It's not great.
Yeah.
Yeah. Would you like to trade? There's 1 Magus in the deck?
It is the 1-of.
Pretty good.
I have the 1 for fun. Well, let's see. So, I mean, you're just mana screwed at this point. So
yeah.
I don't think anything I do is super relevant.
Doesn't seem. Yeah, we drew Paladin this last turn.
There you go. Okay.
Spell
Well,
Pierce.
you're not casting Paladin basically ever.
Correct.
I think we're just gonna
take the Hushbringer probably.
Yeah, I mean the hammer's not doing much because you don't have a white sorcery aid. You can't play your Saga. It's like the closest card to being relevant, I guess. I don't know. Yeah, but the rest of my hand is still quite good, so I think I got it right.
Seems that way. Yeah, we drew. Yeah, Spell Pierce sucks. Screw that card. So
if it was the Blood Moon, I think it's a very different game because like I kept my hand on the strength of the moon effect because I had a way to fetch 2 swamps and a moon and like a bolt to braid. Those were the 4, or that was my 7. Was I kept 4 lands, a bolt, a braid, and a Magus. I was like, yep, I'll keep it. It's got 2 removal spells and a way to lock the lands.
And the joke is that's the only Seachrome in the deck. So if it had been literally any other colored source in the deck, I'm fine, and I probably still win from there. Okay.
Well, Ian wins the dice roll again.
I'm shocked.
Great movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's just how it
works. This is a keepable hand, but I don't know if it's I should keep it here.
I respect that.
I think I'm gonna keep it in the dark.
Okay.
So I'm gonna keep that plan.
This is do we have a Ragavan again?
No, just a lowly Thoughtseize. All right. Well, the double cigar is makes me sad.
I was like, well, at least it's a double 8 hand.
Yeah, double 8. So I can't really realistically break that up I think the only thing that can break up is like Stoneforge. Everything else seems pretty meh.
Yeah, you got to take the Stoneforge here.
I'd take the skill, I guess, but I'm just gonna take the Stoneforge. It's the scariest card.
Yeah, just take that.
It's the only missing piece of the combo. You got it.
It's okay. I totally didn't draw another hammer, so like, don't worry about it.
Please no. Be merciful.
Never.
Well, we'll see.
We did not.
Another Black skill. See, I was only even thought season to take the one,
Exactly.
so
See.
ultra punished on my part.
So, yeah, nothing.
We're just gonna get beat up by a Memnite today. That's
Memnite
how this is going.
That's just how it works.
Nope.
Trying to think if there's even a second aid. There is.
It's multi-creature, yeah, targeting. It's it.
Yeah.
Like you could save it as like a shitty Croxa card, but
I don't think that's correct.
no, I don't think you're not happy about doing it. We'll say that much.
And the one
I am also not happy about.
Oh my god!
Take 2 to draw 2. It's a good thing there's only one of those in this deck because I don't ever want more than that. Right. I promise. Woof.
I mean, now I'm kind of this.
The game got a lot harder for me. That is for certain.
I mean, the joke is you can't really even Blood Moon because then a lot of your deck doesn't work anymore either.
Well,
that would be a true cripple fight.
But it already is for me. Well, the reactive only hand is not pink. But every other hand I've had has been proactive. I've played like a turn lucky like every other time.
The one Seachrome Coast coming to.
Yeah, kill count 2 on the fucking Seachrome Coast. Like,
seriously.
Get them, boys.
Glad I don't have more than one.
I think bolting.
I think you're like, unless you have interaction piece right head, right?
Maybe.
Like, unless you can stop the side.
Yeah, the Saga is going to be pretty tough. What if I don't want to take the damage?
It's too bad.
Yeah, do it anyway.
That's too bad.
I'm just trying to think of like me, because I'm already gonna fetch to go to 11, so I think it's kind of irrelevant taking this here because like I'm already at hammer plus 1 power creature dead.
I mean, also like so like everything at this point with a hammer.
I think I'm still gonna do it.
Oh, absolutely.
If you've got the goods, so you've got skill plus magical unknown. No,
I do not want to enter.
Pause. Check again, yeah. Well, because I love just getting blown out by a main deck needle that I know probably doesn't exist.
Oh yeah, but no harm in fetching.
That's right.
No
just
reason.
Do it. Is it gonna be? Who's hurting me today? So you have skill plus magical mystery card. So how do I need to do this to even have a chance? Here, you got something. I'm dead. You don't.
No, I don't.
Maybe I'll make a Stoneforge. Felt quite good. Paladin, okay. Well,
it's not great. It is
fine. Not great for me. You gotta like string together a couple artifacts, so I hopefully am only taking 2 this turn, but we'll see.
You are in fact probably taking 2.
Lucky me. Okay.
Maybe we'll draw Stoneforge in hard game. Okay, Dothy's a good card, kind of. It is a good card in that it is a spell, not a...
It is a non-land permanent. Best thing I could say about it. Because we're not winning the race of you take 3, I take 2. Not even close. Yuck. Okay.
It's like, whew, alright, as for Sentinel here on turn 8, let's do this thing.
There's no reason to...
Good one.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll just draw a Stoneforge. That would be delightful. I'll take any artifact in the deck for 300, Alex. Other than Kaldra. Like Chip would be nice.
Right, time to find out how many lands are left in this pile.
Probably not that many.
Yeah.
Oh man. Do we have a Fury here?
Did not cards for you. If I want your last card or if I want to just edict you here. I mean if it's an equipment you'd already played it.
That seems like
it's probably just a piece of interaction. Because it couldn't be a spell pierce, you'd just pierce this probably. So I think I just want to whittle you from artifacts because I don't want you equipping anything. Makes me what do he have? All steel paladin. Blue steel paladin. Interesting cards. Yeah,
I was like, can we draw any artifact in the deck? No, we can't.
Potentially a little aggressive on my part, but...
Probably, I think you need to get aggressive, right?
Yeah, I don't think me just sitting around is going to do a whole lot.
No, because you're so close.
Oh yeah, get in there. Should have drawn 3 card prevention. Yes. Yeah.
Fully out of here. And...
keep you off of 3 artifacts as long as I possibly can.
Right.
You're at 9.
Yeah, so we need to sack this Ornithopter.
He does. So it's a 2-turn saga by attack us. And I think I'm just going to attack with only Donkey here.
I think so, yeah.
Let me see.
Because if I just hit, like, hammer, you die, right?
Yeah.
You need to keep me off of artifacts. Also, hope I don't draw equipment.
Yeah. And I'm happy to chump block with the Pyromancer because it gives me more chump blockers. So over here.
Do we have Bolt? Alright, we have 3 Stone Forges, a million artifacts. Please, Zach, believe in you. Lily, Blood Moon, gross.
There's only one Lily. I don't even think this is particularly great because it's kind of like if you draw a Saga, it doesn't stop the fact that Dothy's just going to choke in there. So just playing the cards because I can, not because I think they're good.
Perfect.
Is it D-draw step? Yeah, we squeaked it out.
Just bricked out.
Yeah.
Oh, I get to be on the play. That's pretty exciting.
On the play. Who knew that it was an important part about winning games of
who,
Water and Magic the Gathering?
This is wild. Who knew?
Oh no. Yeah. And my hand was, I mean, I kept the reactive hand there just for science, but luckily you just bricked off forever, so.
Breaking off.
I don't know that much science was acquired there.
Right. Me breaking off was like a pretty good.
Yeah. That's what I hope for all my to do.
Exactly.
To win games.
Dude, plan A.
Yeah.
Plan A.
Plan B is playing well, yeah. It's not the first best choice.
Never play out. Also, the Seachrome Coast just daggers me at full spot.
Yeah.
What's that you say? It would be a terrible draw. That'd be a shame.
Yeah. Would it be a shame?
7 card with spells and land. So, you know, that's pretty cool.
Spooky. Okay. Makes me think there's sagas.
Seems likely, right?
Do seem like
Thought squeezing.
which one I'm gonna do here. I want these things. I don't think I want that. Tough to say. Yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna do. Okay.
You got it. Hushbringer skill down, I'm guessing.
If I got second one. Hushbringer was the card I was specifically thinking about too, but I had to make my exile before I did the other things. Yeah, those are the cards.
Yeah, you're not taking the call, bro.
I could misclick.
You could.
Have faith in me.
Plan A.
That's right.
Let me fetch.
Just clicking the revealed cards down to the known card. Look at him respecting the moon.
It's like, I don't like giving you the information, but I think it is more correct to play optimally.
Agreed.
For 10 this turn, favorite thing? Make a dude.
You have a 1/1, but do I want to let you untap?
That's a decision you gotta decline. I think we definitely lock in.
Attacking so much, I'm gonna do it again.
I know, right? Why would I not? Why would I ever not attack? You're just like land Hitotsugu?
Not quite. I just say go.
Okay.
See what horrible things are in my future. You can pierce and still equipped.
You know it.
Skill and still equipped. You could do things, stuff and things.
Yeah, too bad I'm not playing man.
So yeah, you have 2 mystery cards. You have enough artifacts to still play Paladin. And even if I killed one of, you could free equip by just animating Nexus. Oh yeah, skilly dilly. So I'm gonna get hit for 4, which fogs one of my attacks. Very decent.
It's gonna be so bad when you draw that land and Hitotsugu kill all my shit. But at least I gained that 4 life.
Don't tell me.
I mean, surprise.
Yeah.
I'll draw that card.
Oh no, you may draw.
Actually, that's not.
Yeah, I did draw exactly the land needed for things.
I mean, it was bound to happen.
You need to call your shots not in my favor.
Perfect. We have drawn land 6.
Hey, I mean, 2 more lands. That Cauldron's coming down hard cat. Oh, baby. Good thing my creature has an important text called...
Does it?
And your graveyard's gonna take that.
Yeah, no graveyard for...
None shall take of it. May animate. Yeah, I may terminate.
Yeah, I don't know about... I haven't been bringing them in. Maybe Spell Pierce is about the same.
It is tough because, like, I feel like I'm drawing my Meisters and they're mattering. Like, there's only one Hitotsugu and one Magus, and both of them have specifically foiled the answer that you've had. Whereas, like, say I'm playing, you know, the Blood Moon gets Spell Pierce, or like the EE like only gets like 1 permanent instead of multiples. Like it's just tough. I mean, there's always that like.
There's also like maybe I just don't draw land.
Yeah.
Like, maybe that.
You lose the dice roll again.
4 in a row. Yeah, sounds about right. All right, whatever.
Okay.
I also have yet to get to keep the Hushbringer around.
Well, you kept 1 around, and I just got to play like an early.
Right, I couldn't follow it up.
Yeah.
All right, Memnite off the top.
No free gut shot. Struggle has arrived. Okay, well.
So
I'm happy to trade for that, I think.
Still a dude.
I think I care about keeping my guy around, so I'll let you draw a card.
Deal. You just gave me another one?
It's like, joke's on you, my hand sucked, right?
Okay, well, I wouldn't have minded hitting that.
Yeah. That is like, I mean, enchantments are just like super spooky for this red-black color pie.
We're definitely doing this.
For easy, conflict stuff and things.
You know it. You know it.
What that means. Why would you play on the Fury unless you had something you use with multiple?
That's kind of the reason.
Yeah, I guess it's as much as I'd love to see yet another card, I'd also like you to not draw. Yeah, I'm living. The first hand. I know the first card I'm taking.
Yeah.
You.
Seems easy.
Yeah, this one's closer because I mean the equipment. You don't have a way to equip, so I'm like slightly less scared of that. I almost rather just have the skill out because that lets you punish
a lot of things.
Removal.
And also, like, the Saga is likely going to act as another one anyway.
Yeah, I think it's just skill. I think I want the other one. Let's see. So I got your 3 because I mean, once you make a construct, it's just trashy.
Confirmed. Okay, you know what? Make my monster grow.
All right.
Take 4. I will decline, even though I could.
Yeah. Could have done it. Okay, so I think I'm supposed to shove pressure here because I know you're 2 cards. You're gonna make a 3/3 that can become a
5/5.
Bigger. Yeah, it's like with the other ink moth plus.
Keep it real, Sinnoh.
Yeah. Yes, I'll grow my army, so I
feel like could get a drum here.
I was gonna say drum or spear.
Yeah, those are kind of the picks, right?
Yeah.
The
Brittany.
Wow.
You've got 1 mystery card and 1 not a mystery.
No longer a mystery.
Mystery undone.
I was like, oh yeah, Paradise Mana lets me filter these into casting Giver of Runes. Excellent.
I feel like I'm dying.
It doesn't look great. Game 1. This is a tough spot.
The giver off the top, yeah, or the giver is what made it a lot harder for me. Like the spear, I think I could potentially like crawl through, but now I think you're just almost guaranteed to get in a lifelink whack here. So
it's also rough that these guys can 7s.
Yeah. I don't love my choices here for certain. Just don't know what my options.
Is there a consideration to sacking Dothy to play the Saga? But like probably not. But
I do have treasure to play. I just don't like it. I think I already did play my game. Okay.
Oh yeah, you played Blackleaf Cliffs.
Still don't think you're gonna attack. You just have these animated nexuses. Yeah. No attack in here. It sucks. Let's see. So yeah, I think I am. Maybe I did already play my land this turn.
Yeah, that's why I said no. You play Blackleaf Cliffs. I was like, no.
Well, the game's over.
Okay, well, if it wasn't over before, right? Like,
shade scooping at this
okay,
point.
yeah.
I don't think I was gonna survive.
No, I don't think so either. Like, because I could also just
I had a Fury and a Terminate, and the problem was I just couldn't. Like, I can just terminate the Giver. And then I just basically die, or I can pitch the Fury to kill like Giver plus Ornithopter,
and then you just die.
And then maybe block one of the. I can block the non-speared construct, and you probably don't even offer me the trade at that point. So
maybe we don't bring in Needle. EE's good, but like it's not like blue-red where that's kind of your out. So maybe you don't bring in Needle.
I mean, yeah, because like I've got Hitsugu and a Braids and Culligan's command, so it's not like a lock, right? It's not like the blue-red matchup where it's like they've got to have some weird cards, like basically like the only Murktide cards that matter is like they could. Shattering Spree or a Braid It.
Yeah.
Maybe, I don't know. There's a world where I guess they play like Prismari Command or something, but I think it's great. Okay, so I'm on the play.
Yeah.
So.
Of course you're on the play. You're always on the play.
I don't know why.
Dude, that's just the rule.
I'm second guessing myself. Yeah.
Why would you not be on the play when you can choose to be on the play? Yeah, I don't think Lavinia would have been good in basically any of these games.
Well, yeah, because I guess the problem too is like if I'm just gonna like play a turn 1 Grief Fury, like you couldn't have done anything anyway.
Exactly. That's why I'm like, yeah, she's not working. I was about to be like, oh, am I on the play on the draw? No, of course. Like, what are we even talking about here?
Why even ask?
Yeah. Are we thought squeezing, or are we like double?
We're double thought squeezing.
I mean, you're stacking those wrongs, friend. Like, because you can let the ETB trigger resolve and look at my hand, and then Undying Malice it.
Well, I think I'm taking aid plus.
Hushy B.
Taking aid. I'm almost tempted to take Pure Steel Pound.
Okay, just take both equippers. I think that's.
I'd rather just fully take you off one plan than just do like a 50-50.
You need to worry
Don't
about
care a
that.
lot about rest. Planes and that. Okay, so next see, I see. Okay.
Thought seizing. EE for one. Okay.
No natty needle, please. He's a real estate agent, bro. He's got all the lands.
I have it's so bad.
And for you. Alright.
I kept a 3 lands, like a lot of land. No, if I'm gonna draw land, I would rather it be like, okay,
Yeah.
you got it.
The double strike.
Double strike. Start off with the card, I guess.
Gain some life.
Yep.
Okay.
She ain't blocking.
You get. I wonder if I even give you the chance to block with your Sentinel. I think I'm just cracking this thing right now. Skilly.
Yep.
Good thing I did it when I did it.
I know. I was like, do it. I feel like most people would.
I hadn't played a lot of hair. I mean, you getting the Hushbringer life was relevant though too, because if you didn't do it, I just got the E on when you die. So.
Correct.
Well, without the.
Right, without the skill. Sure. We drew another Sentinel and another Olive Fountain.
Not the finest.
I get to be on the play. It's pretty. That never happened.
Riveting experience. Yeah. It's wondering if I'm supposed to like board in like a collective brutality. I don't think it's great though. Is the thing. Like I think just when if you have any. Yeah, like because I don't think I'm ever two moding it unless I'm like. Yeah, I just don't think I'm ever two moding. I'll just stop there.
It's also 2 mana sorcery speed that doesn't answer a big creature. It seems really bad.
Like knowing that you're boarding in more instances sorceries made it like fleetingly seem like it was an okay thing to do, and in hindsight it's like, nah, it's just trash.
No, I don't disagree with assessment.
Interesting. Okay. I'm not in love with it, we'll say. Especially on the I think I could do better. I thought to be good enough to do.
Have you mulliganed this entire series, or is this the first one?
I think I mulliganed like once or twice in the series. Let's just say it's not happened enough that I can recall. I don't think I've gone to 5 ever.
No.
I think I've only mulled once or twice to 6.
Yeah, I don't think I've gone to 5 either, but that's because like against this matchup, I'm much more willing to keep a medium 6.
Medium 6 against just like
the grief late deck. Yeah.
Who could have thought?
See, this is why you need to stack it.
Look, but I'm just being lazy.
Yeah, it's like because if you had stacked it correctly, then I'd pierce, right?
I don't think I'd take Spell Pierce anyway.
I mean, you 1000% take Spell Pierce, right? Because then your grief comes back and you get to take another card.
True.
Yeah, like I don't think it's
Spell Pierce plus. Yeah, okay, good to know.
Yep, that's
so yeah,
why
I
we
just
do
need to
these,
put
right?
Invoke on the stack first, so then I get to do that. Okay. I think I'm just taking Stone. I think the rest of it is as scary as it could be. Still scary, but you know, it's got pieces.
It's got stuff.
Played the land I knew about. Played the creature who knows.
Yep, I'm nothing if not.
Get it out of here.
She did.
Here you go.
Sure. It's not good, as they say. It's here. All right.
My hand is not the spices that Christopher Columbus was looking for. If it does anything at all.
All right.
I was like, you got a basic planes plus a drum. Like, is it really doing a lot? Maybe not, but you know, it could be annoying.
It's like, well, I do have that hammer in my hand, but you know, it just does so much here.
Tremendous. Okay. All right. Well, that was a good top deck.
Get out of here.
You missing there feels like we're crap here. No.
Oh, you just had second basic swamp dead here.
I had it in my hand last turn. I don't know why I didn't play it, but I was like, I don't think there's a reason I have to.
Yeah, so I have a paladin in my hand.
Yeah, okay. I was gonna say, like, when you had Blood Moon, Land plus Plains, and like you can't cast your paladin yet, but if you ever draw another creature, you will. So
perfect.
Brutal.
Spell Pierce.
Yeah, now you just get burned down. You just can't fight this.
Do 1 or 2 more there. I feel like maybe I'll be on the play. Nope, I'm on the draw. Is this match 5 or 4?
Been great. All right, we're taking a mulligan.
Okay.
Put that in the okay, well, it's a capable hand. Reasonable, respectable.
What a joke's on you. I don't care.
Accurate. Get it out of it. I don't need to see the rest of your cards. I'll take note later. Very different game. Oh, you get the another, right? Okay, like it. Oh yeah, that is the spice. It was. I was supposed to say this. I think I value 3 life.
Three is a lot.
Yeah, if it was 2.
Yeah, if it's 2, whatever.
Okay.
Moon 2. Well, I think we're dead. Ah, there we go. Strong.
Okay, so I don't know 2 if you got the skills.
Why would I draw a spell? Like, well, I don't.
What was I thinking?
I don't believe. Ah, perfect. Love it.
Beautiful.
Yeah. So, what card do you know? What's in my hand right now? What card do you know?
Potentially either a planes.
Yeah. You know the planes. Okay.
Yeah.
Joke's on you. I've drawn 2 more sagas.
Travis, why would you not play your sagas?
I know, right? What am I thinking? Oh, excellent timing. What a joke.
This is how we scam, ladies. Good thing this card is target player discards a land.
I will discard this Urza's.
Making my turn 5 bigger. I like it. I respect. I guess you already had the 8, but you know what? Without the counts. Closing in on separating your permanents into 2 piles.
Hand seemed.
Yeah.
But...
Again, like, yeah, the Scam, it really just is the perfect name for this deck because they just keep drawing all the high impact 1 to 2 odds at the right time.
And I'm over here, I'm just like,
it doesn't feel
8.
I know, it doesn't feel like I'm making a lot of like purposeful game actions. It's just like, hey, I drew my Blood Moon when he had 3 sagas. Whee!
This was good plan.
That's right. Oh, I approach most Magic tournaments. All right, you just gotta draw good today.
I mean, that's
like,
a good plan.
First RCQ of the season, I kept 7 in round 5 for the first time, and the second one I mulliganed once. One that I won, to be clear.
Of course.
Yeah, I never mulled to 5. Maybe I mulled to 6 a couple times, but I never touched 5 in the whole tournament. So 7 rounds, no 5ers.
Dude, must be nice.
Yeah, I mean, it was. It saved me a lot of money by not having to grind out the season. Although I guess you did like the WWE, like take the strategic dive so you could win the highest cash tournament the following.
Exactly.
Is it the next day? It was
literally
even,
the next day.
Weekend. It was just the next day. Yeah.
It was literally the next day.
Right, this is a mole. It's got a lot of juicy cards and not a lot of ways to kill. I'm a little draw. Like,
I know. It's wild.
No, this has never happened before. This never happened.
Yeah, I think this is the 4th. Might be the 5th. Yeah, I think this is the 5th one. Am I drawing a card?
Maybe. You might, in fact, be drawing a card.
Give me that.
You just get to look at yet another card.
That was a good one. You gave me that cigar to say it, man. Okay. See,
so you got 5 cards, you got skill, and a bunch of stuff.
You say yeah.
I think you basically already have 2 hammers, so I think I'm just taking the skill.
That's pretty well. Like, I'm over here, I'm like, I'm not super likely to draw a cigar to Zaid, and I'd rather just draw bigger.
Reasonable.
I think so. Pretty good.
We're finally doing the
the actual normal thing.
Yeah. Sometimes you scam and sometimes you get scammed, but I knew what I did when I kept this. I kept 1 lander and surprise.
You actually got to believe it.
Less scammed than before, I guess.
Slightly less scam.
That's right. This is how we do it.
I'm just gonna pop it now.
Yeah, I don't want to get needled for sure.
Yeah, so I think I'm max priority here. Yeah, because you have.
Yes, I do.
So
you're gonna end up with a 1/1 unless you save something, but then you don't get to make a construct.
Side out, exact. So load here, guys. Dead.
Perfect.
Yeah, I think you're dead.
Yeah, I mean, if you just got Paladin plus a hammer, I'm dead.
Cookie.
Looks dead to me. Yum, yum, yum.
Oh my god, it happened.
It did happen.
the non-perfect draws happen. Cool. All right.
I'm on the play again, where, back to my roots.
Yeah. Why would you ever be on the draw, you fool?
Rookie mistake.
Gotta pump those numbers up. Only winning 4 die rolls. No, I think this is actually the 5th match we've played. I can confirm
Seems
after
right.
this one. Yeah.
Yeah, I think the only thing that if I were to ever actually play Red Black in a tournament, which I'm not going to. I think the only thing that a better player than me is going to be doing is they're going to have a better sense of how many monkeys, dothies, crocs that are getting shuffled, play, draw. But I mean, because all the other cards are just cleanly in or out. I don't think there's a lot of wet to the rest of it. I'm keeping this one.
Start us off.
Monkey in the house.
Hard casting. Could be word from
Monkey
me.
makes a treasure. That's all I'm doing.
What loot?
Oh, I try to kill my monkey now, bro. What are you doing?
Impossible. Can't ever kill it. What am I thinking?
Can't be done.
What? Honestly, I'm like, I just want strikes bigger.
Ian draw the lamp, though.
Why would you need to do that?
I guess I don't want to first.
Yeah.
Maybe fantastic. Did
Ink
not.
off.
Okay.
Didn't really want that one.
Actually, I don't think it matters. Yeah, it does matter. I thought just slam it. You can't spell pierce it.
It's not like exciting. I will not lie.
A riveting match.
Yeah, truly. Oh man.
Oh no.
It's like, oh no, now another non-creature. How will I ever do without it? Sure. Yeah, take the paladin I just drew.
Man, what you got? Oh, the double spell pierce.
That's what I'm saying.
Like, in my head, that's why I was like tanking for a second because I could have pitched a card in Griefed before I played it. But I'm like, wait, it's a Magus. Like you literally can't stop that card. So
The draws. Here, let me verify real
scams,
quick.
bro. I'm fleecing the quarters at an unprecedented rate.
I just want to yes, it has been 5 in a row where I have been on the draw. Okay.
Yeah.
Let's keep going.
You've lost every game 1 dice roll today.
Still won some of them.
True.
Yeah, just like every time I've had spell pierce, you're just like, oh, the one Magus.
Yeah, I'm like, oh, what's that say, bro? Scam is the perfect name. Hey, what?
It truly is. It truly.
What's he got for me today?
What you got for me? I believe you.
Watch me.
Also, oh hey, you stacked it. I wouldn't have gotten a draw card.
Extra dead.
They are the most dead to ever dead. Man, yeah, that card did.
Learning to stack my triggers.
What?
Learning.
Really? Is that what we're supposed to pitch? Weird. How?
Straight to combat.
Didn't mean to go straight.
Yeah, I was just like 4 cards. Good shot. He's got land and some stuff. Kind of respectable. Oh, okay. Yeah, I could have been at 9, but here we are. Yucky. Well.
It's like, okay, cool. So probably no Thoughtseize.
Weird. If 2 cards, one of here. Actually, you know what? I think it doesn't matter.
We just take it here. Do we have Bolt? Do we have K command for Shock Me? Oh, alright, this is the line.
It is a good line.
Whee. Oh my gosh. So the games where I actually get to equip a hammer to something, I win. I think that's the breakdown. Okay. Alright.
On the play.
I'm about it. Can we just get like a costs can't be paid? I'd be about that life.
That's just Lavinia, right? I don't know.
Yeah, but a ley line.
Yeah, it's true. Turn 0. Turn 0 is important.
That would be pretty good. Functional 7, snap it off.
7 with spells. How could I know? Well,
yeah, I mean, all right.
I don't think I'm struggling to think of a 7 card hand where I guess it's like the only time I wouldn't take 8 on the play turn 1 is if you had 2.
I mean that is what happened literally one game, right? I had double 8 and you're like, well, we're not going to take the 8, which seemed
Didn't know that was coming.
exactly one secret. You leave her alone.
I'm not Frodo Baggins. You will not keep your secrets.
No, secrets are no. Yep, that seems correct, Jim. Yeah, all right. I'm over here. I'm like, do we just like jam the paladin right now before we get Blood Moon?
Never done.
I feel like we are.
I'm also just at like 13.
Yeah, there's also that.
We're rapidly approaching.
Yeah, it's like in that turn, if I just go Urza Saga into Hushbringer, I'm like, oh, the game's actually over if you Blood Moon. But now, now if you go land Blood Moon effect, I'm not dead. So, I also don't feel like there's a huge upside to playing Hushbringer that previous turn because you only had, you go up to 4 cards. If you want to pitch cast, then that's fine. All right, yep.
Taking the evoke first, even though now it doesn't.
Now it doesn't. Just correct this way. All right.
I'd rather just have the land drop.
Oh, for sure.
Right now it's Hushbringer Saga versus Double Strike. Could easily get there. You could. I don't know about me, because it's not even a 2-turn thing. Okay, we need something spicy.
No space.
Please, no.
I will take
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, now it gets more complicated, yeah, because you just get to have artifacts.
Cool.
Even at 13, yeah, I mean, you're practically just there already. Now,
So it's actually interesting. I think I'm actually supposed to play out Hushbringer because if you well, I guess you can't Fury. There's literally no world in which you can Fury me next turn, right?
No, I cannot.
So yeah, we probably just make a construct. Yeah, because you can't draw a red card and land.
You just need to keep your artifact count up. Like, the best card that I could draw is exactly Kolaghan's Command. Like, that's the one way that I, like, really keep you off of it. Because otherwise, like, 1-for-1ing your artifact's not going to do anything because you get to make one now, make one next turn, get one. So you have 4 artifacts total through the turn. So if I don't draw a 2-for-1 way to kill artifacts, I'm chump blocking with my Fury. So...
Which is rough. And that's assuming I don't draw hammer and then I just grab Ginger Brute.
Yeah. Interesting. Okay, well that is...
Ooh.
I don't think I can. Like, cycle your Triome. That's what you do with 3 mana, right?
It's also tempting to just grab Shadow Spear here, right?
Yeah, I guess that makes it a 5er, but...
Well, this way, because you can kill the Paladin.
We'll see. It depends what the other cards in your hand are more than anything.
So we have the Undying. So I was definitely supposed to play out first.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe. I guess, yeah, if you have the other land.
No, 1,000. That's why we play these, though, right? I guess you can't kill everything, so, upside.
No, I could pick 2. So it's just I can just kill both the artifacts and hope you just don't have follow-up artifacts.
Yeah, so it was really bad for me not to play the Hushbringer. Okay.
Thinking I just killed the Paladin plus Sentinel here, but then I'm still kind of getting trampled, so maybe I'm supposed to just...
You kill Paladin Sentinel, right? Or are you just going to kill both artifacts?
That's what I'm thinking. It's just if I kill both artifacts, then you're 2 artifacts away from ever equipping, and then
Well, no, I just pay 2 mana, right?
My fear by not killing the construct is it can outgrow my Fury eventually.
Sure. Remember, Shadow Spear, I can just pay 2 mana.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You can just freely equip that. I've got the Paladin on check with just Fury for now, but it's close. An 8, and you have a Hushbringer.
Yeah.
So you can always just gain a bunch of life. But I guess skill is a consideration too,
well, if I had skill, I would have skilled, right?
Yeah, I guess it doesn't matter because I know you have a land and a mystery card and a Hushbringer. Those are the things, right? So
yeah, you know about.
Actually, I'm gonna kill the Paladin here only because I have more ways to kill CMCs less than 2 in my deck. So I think that's my
So kill Paladin Sentinel. I think that's probably.
Not just a clean race for me even.
Yeah, if I had played the Hushbringer, I think I'm in this game.
I would agree. It definitely changes a lot because now you can gain 4 and take 3. Actually, you're gaining flying might end up being what actually kills it.
Right.
Now I'm basically just flying. Actually, no, I can't even do that. Wow. Okay. I think I'm just dead actually.
Yeah, because I can attack with anything, right? And then you have to block the construct you take from the construct.
Yeah, the problem is just I have a Fury in my hand. It is literally just a
block, and then I just
3/3 non-flyer, and you just move the spear and Hushbringer and kill me. So nothing to do.
Flying matters.
Well, it makes me. Right? Hindsight's 50-50. So at least
2020
stressing over the construct token, which one to kill, right? Did matter, but it was close.
It was.
The Hushbringer was still gonna blank the second Fury, so I don't know. Yeah, and I was just gonna draw garbage.
So that maybe it was. So I think I sideboarded. I brought in the Needle, the 2 Pierces. I think the 1 Blacksmith skill and the 3 Hushbringers. I might have actually brought in all 3. No, I brought in. So you have 2 Pierce, 3 skill post board. I think this is, and then I trimmed all the Ornithopters, obviously the Mantle and the Drum, and then 1 Steel Shaper's Gift. Felt right. I think despite getting scammed with the one of Magus repeatedly with Spell Pierce in my hand, I think it was still correct to bring in.
Because it's still just very good against literally everything else. That's the only creature that Hushbringer does. That's the only thing that Hushbringer and Spell Pierce both don't stop. The Magus is just annoying, but I don't think you would bring in marches or anything like that. Because you're not marching a 4 or a 5 drop. The monkey doesn't matter. The best possible thing that you could march is
a Blood Moon.
Pretty much the Magus or the Blood Moon, and I mean, Spell Pierce checks 2/3 of that and way more cards, right? So
Yeah, I don't think I want the Lavinias or the Teferis. Teferi's too slow, and then Lavinia
too slow and hard to cast. It's hard to cast multiple ways.
not great, not great. But yeah, I don't think you need all 4 skills post board, but I like 3, and I like some Spell Pierces in there. I think that's I don't I don't think this showcased like the matchup really well, because I think there was kind of a lot of variance involved, but I think that's also just kind of part of the scam deck, right?
Scam, bro. Yeah, I'm just like you show up to like run hot, or like the times where I felt like I was favored to lose is just like you're playing such a land light deck. You're playing 18 regular lands and then 3 like flip lands. Like so you're a 21 land deck that has like 5 drops in it.
That's rough.
And yeah, I mean at some point, like I think in the post board games too, like when you're boarding out your monkeys, then you're like losing. You're not boarding in more red cards than you're boarding out necessarily. Because you're boarding in 3 red cards, boarding out 4 monkeys.
Okay, cool.
I don't know. I think I got above average luck in basically winning all the dice rolls step 1. Because that alone just took so many turn 1 on the play Sigardizades that otherwise make the game much more difficult to manage. Because like if I didn't thought seize you essentially turn 1, then a lot of the Blood Moon games also would have mattered just significantly less.
Right.
Because then you can just spit your hammer onto the battlefield for free. You don't need the double white tax of Paladin.
So I did check. I did win the die roll in match 6.
There you go. That's what I'm saying. You won, like, you lost the first 5, and then I'm pretty sure you like 2-0'd me the one where you won the play, right?
Yeah, I 2-0'd. And
that's what I'm saying. Like, who knew winning the dice roll confirmed?
Yeah. So you 2-0'd me twice. I 2-0'd you once on the one time I won the die roll, and then you beat me 2-1 3 times. Like, honestly, that tells me that the matchup's pretty close.
Yeah, right. It's just like, how many of the game 1s might you have won if you just won the dice roll?
Oh, so many.
Like, the post-board games are like, I think I get more good cards post-board than you, but
I would agree.
I don't know. I mean, it's just an annoying deck, right? Like, it almost makes me feel like it feels like a throwback to like E-Tron, because like you just have 2 halves of the deck and you want to draw the right half against the right matchup, but you don't know until you sit down and like go like, play the game. So sometimes you're just keeping like basically shitty mid-range hands with this, not knowing if you're going to get there. And sometimes you're just trying to like, put a turn 1 Fury into play, and then your opponent solitudes at turn 0, and you're just like, all right, well, game's over basically. Like I am very curious as to how this deck fares against stuff like 4-color, because I did not play 4-color in any of the 2 leagues that I played against. I pretty much just played against like weird random garbage. I lost the 5-0 game 3 on what was it, yesterday or the day before? But the new enchantment hotness, what is it, like what's the prismatic 6-drop thing, what is that? It's a Leyline's Binding.
Yeah,
that card was extremely annoying. I played against it in 3 different matches in my league yesterday, and like it just comes down on turn 2 and steals your Fury, and because we're a red-black deck, you're never getting that card back.
Yeah.
There is no unsummon enchantments.
I have seen some people. They're good. Some people playing the core Sanctifier or Sanctifier and Beck.
I've seen people playing 2 of it.
I guess I just don't know that it. And I'd have to rewatch the footage. I don't know that it would have helped that much more than any of my other 2s.
No, because I mean it like puts me on each way out is like. That's I guess the difference, right? Is like it's like just so hard to have it's like playing against Living End, right? Like it's hard to have like permanence based answers because you've got to be able to cast them. Mm-hmm. And I'm just gonna I'm playing 7 ways to Thoughtseize you turn 1. So
is it 3 Thoughtseize
or? It's 3 Thoughtseize, okay. 3 Thoughtseize and 4 Grief.
Yeah.
And
I mean, okay. But yeah, it's so like I could see if you expect a ton of this deck, then you could play like I don't expect a ton of the deck.
Yeah.
Like, and so I'm not going to worry about it too much. But I definitely wanted to get these reps in because just kind of understanding the texture of the matchup and when you need to do XYZ is really so definitely appreciate you kind of hopping in, helping me jam these games. I need to test the Breach deck. I think I have a pretty good chip now. But yeah. 7 in, 7 out felt pretty clean. Obviously, the games where you aren't like pressuring me with a Fury, we can either go like Chip or Cauldra, and like both will just take over the game.
Yeah, and I mean that's like the one part of the deck that I don't like is like your early aggression can be very blunted in this deck. Like it's just kind of this weird song and dance where it's like, yes, I want to play turn 1 Fury so I can just start hitting you for like 6 to 8 a turn. But if I'm just playing that, then I'm also giving up the ability to just shoot your creatures for a bunch of damage.
Exactly.
So
and that's
it's threading the needle of like how greedy are you? Like, do you want to like drag out the game and try to get more value out of your Fury? But then if you have a Saga draw, like I'm just playing sorcery speed removal that gets, and the creature stuck to it gets outclassed, right?
So bring out the 4th Opter, the Springleaf Drum, the Mantle, and the Gift, and bring in 3rd skill, Pierce number 1 and 2, the 1 Needle, and I'm pretty happy with that, and that's probably what I would stick with. But yeah, the one of C Chrome Coast made sure to show up at almost every worst possible moment.
There you go. It delivered.
It did. It was like, I'm here on turns. Perfect, thanks. To be fair, like, any lane. Cool.
Yeah.
All right, man.
I think it is worth like differentiating like Scam versus the other red black decks though, because if they're just playing like a pile of pushes and bolts, like it's a slightly different board. But yeah, against I'm just saying like for the sake of notes, right? Like
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. It's specifically called Red Black Scam.
Perfect. Okay.
I do think that you're actually I think it's easier to navigate versus like Jund and Red Black X decks.
Yeah, absolutely.
That aren't grief and furying you on turn 1 or 2 and then just rebuying it, because you just get to bring in like blacksmith skills to fairy probably. Some
you don't
pierces,
need Hushbringers, and like your cheap interaction is just solidly better.
Like
right? Like you know it's good 100% of the time.
Yeah, your skills are insane in those matchups, and then like at least 2 pierces against stuff like Jund, because they're playing like cards from 2017 like K Command, and you're like, no. Absolutely not.
Yeah.
Cool. All right, man. Good talking to you. Good games, and maybe you won't body me.
We'll be playing this. We'll be the duel of the planes.
The mirror match again. Cool.
Gross. Yeah. No thanks.
All right, man. You have a good one.
Yeah. You too.